What is up, YouTube? Do you want to make a ton of money from stuff that you can repurpose 100% for free and you don't have to give credit to anybody? If so, stay with me. I got something super cool in my review of Public Domain Empire 3.0. Before we get to that, my name is Eric Hammer, and I am known as the man with a hat. That's because I wear a fedora well pretty much everywhere that I go. And as you all know who come here all the time, I am one of the few people who can perform successfully. Well, me and this guy. Now, if you are new to the channel, I do here two things. I review software and info products that make money online niche to make sure that you don't end up buying a bunch of crap.
What a load of crappy crap.
Right, boy.
Bart, pay attention. This is good stuff, okay? And I'm going to talk about how I get to have you every single week also. Seriously, I'm going to talk about that later. Anyhow, so the way things work, if I like a product, I'll give it to the product creator. If I don't, well, bad luck next time. I also do a lot of videos involving mindset and entrepreneurship.
Yes, he's an entrepreneur. He's very successful.
Thank you, Liz. You're such a sweetheart. I love Liz. Anyway, if you are new here, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I drop new videos. Because frankly, subscribe doesn't really make much here on YouTube anymore. Go ahead and like this video, comment down below, and let's get right into this. Okay, folks, let me actually go here first. So we're here on the front page of Public Domain Empire 3.0. This is from my friend Alessandro. Alessandro's been doing the whole make money online thing for a long time. Okay, now basically what this is all about public domain. What is public domain? Public domain basically means content that is no longer protected by copyright. So, for example, a good example would be the Bible, obviously. God, Moses, whoever you might believe wrote the Bible. It isn't protected by copyright anymore because, well, it's kind of old. But there's actually millions upon millions of items that are actually not copyrighted. Some of them are actually quite famous. For example, Think and Grow Rich is a famous book that is still widely read today, that a lot of people use today. It is not copyrighted. You can actually use it for yourself. Okay, so that's a good tip to use. Now, what Alessandro's done basically over here is he's put together a massive Rolodex of every single piece of public domain content that he could possibly find, and he's updated for 2020. There's a ton of material here showing you exactly where to get all these public domain things. You can see here, by the way, these are some of the shops that he's found, and what these guys actually do, they are able to actually go and monetize public domain. He's going to show you in his guide how to monetize it as well. Now, what's really cool, by the way, is that public domain, a lot of people think public domain means like old books or something, and I'll use the example of the Bible. Did you know that a lot of Agatha Christie novels are actually also public domain? Also, I think Sherlock Holmes is public domain as well, and there's also a lot of artwork. So you can take artwork, like all kinds of cartoons and drawings and stuff that are currently in the public domain. You can actually take those, repurpose them for your own stuff, and create t-shirts. You can create ebook covers, whatever you want. They're all 100% legal to use. Absolutely legal, and nobody can say anything about it. It's 100% legal, and Alessandro's going to show you exactly where to find all these things. Now, I'm going to show you the main members area in a minute. There's really not much to see there, to be perfectly totally honest. It's a very basic members area, and then basically it's going to just be a PDF that you're going to download. It's a massive PDF though with a lot of content in it. But I want to tell you about my custom bonus, because one of the things that Alessandro points out is that a lot of the books are public domain, but people have modern covers that they've created that are not public domain. So what I'm going to include for you is going to be a set of 10 ebook covers. You can actually go ahead and customize and use them to create your own covers for these books, so you can go ahead and sell them. And once you have your own unique cover, you actually can make a lot of money off of these things. And basically all you do is just go and put it onto Kindle or whatever, and you can go and sell it as long as you have your own cover. People will buy it. You can make money off of it. It doesn't cost you anything to list it, right? And of course, there's a lot of other things you can do. Like I said, all these things, these examples over here that Alessandro has, these are all artwork people basically took old artwork and they repurposed it, and now they're able to make money, a lot of money. Okay, 43,000 sales, 38,000 sales, 15,000 sales, 1,300 sales. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you about, there's two other ways of getting content that you can legally use. One is called Creative Commons. This is a fairly modern concept. Creative Commons, there's various methods of Creative Commons. I'm not going to get into it. You can go ahead and Google that. But Creative Commons, basically, what that means is that somebody has created content that they are allowing the public to use. There's various rules involved in Creative Commons, which is why I don't want to get into it. Some Creative Commons, you don't have to give credit. Some Creative Commons, you only use it for personal use, not for commercial use. It's a whole production with Creative Commons. It's very, very complicated stuff. What I do want to talk to you is all about those little clips that you always see me using in my videos. You saw me interacting with Bart before, as well as with Liz Lemon and also Neil Caffrey. So how am I able to do that? Because those are actually copyrighted content. Why am I allowed to do that? So that involves something that is known as fair use doctrine. This is a very, very interesting part of copyright law in the United States. I'm not going to go into the detail about it, but in my custom bonus, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to show you a video that I found by a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer, by the way, so this is not legal advice, but this lawyer will explain his ideas about what fair use is and how you can get away with using it, how I'm able to use it in my videos. You see me use it all the time. Yeah, videos just like that one. Yeah. Anyway, so you see me use these videos all the time. I'm going to show you where I actually find them. There's a really cool website that I found, which is kind of underground. I'm going to show you where there are millions upon millions of these kinds of clips that you can use. And this guy is going to show you, this guy from this lawyer is going to show you how you can legally use them. Okay, it's very, very cool stuff. You can use it legally. If you once you watch this lawyer's guide, you're going to see why I do things the way I do things, and why I interact with these clips the way I interact with them. It's not just a plain thing that I'm doing it because it's funny. It is funny. I try to be funny at least, but there's a reason for it. Okay, so and I'm also going to give you my personal disclaimer that I always put into all of my videos, which I believe will help if you have any issues. Generally, I haven't had issues at all. I've been doing this for a while. I have not had anybody complain about it because I'm doing it the right way. But if you do have issues, this usually helps you. It's not a guarantee you're not going to get sued, but realistically, nobody's going to sue you. But I can't guarantee that. I can't give you legal advice, obviously, because I'm not a lawyer. Anyway, be that as it may, so that's going to be in my custom bonus. And of course, I'm going to show you also where to go and edit those ebook covers, which you do have legal right to use because I own them. I'm giving you the legal right to use them. I'll show you where to edit them completely for free with no cost whatsoever. So let's go ahead and see if I'm going to give a tip of my hat to the product creator or not.
The giant hat, sir.
Alessandro, you get a tip of my hat also. Great work. I actually had my doubts about this because it was like just an ebook, but there's a ton of content here. It's really, really worthwhile to have this as a guide to really find all this material. You could spend days and weeks researching. I found a ton of new stuff that I didn't know about. So really, really worthwhile to grab this thing. Use it. You're going to love it.